Welcome. It's Michael Wall from Get It From Mike. Today is Thursday, July the 13th, 2017 at 2:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time from the beautiful city of Redondo Beach, California. And we're going on part two of our Reggie Middleton Pathogenic Finance. We left off yesterday talking about how the legacy finance companies and just companies in general are trying to keep the old model and ways of doing things, where Veritaseum and Reggie Middleton is here to introduce a new method of autonomous peer-to-peer capital markets, as opposed to what's been going on before that's more restricted on everyone, controlled by a central block, takes advantage of the people in terms of fees and just charges and costs unnecessary. So we ended up around here. Let's get to, and again, if you want a copy of this book, The Pathogenic, let's get to the front page. Pathogenic Finance, put together by Reggie Middleton. Email me, and I'm gonna contact Reggie Middleton today to see if it's all right to send out these books, and I'll have word for you on the next video if I hear back from him that soon. So we're saying this part here, keep in mind that this retrofitting does little to improve the capital markets and end user experience as a whole. By analogy, does retrofitting a high-tech Ferrari engine into a horseshoe make the horse go faster? This is the fundamental issue investors and market participants must understand before committing valuable capital, both financial and strategic, to this innovative, unique new landscape. Very few of today's Bitcoin-based plays will survive the next 5 to 10 years. A very interesting topic here. Valuable capital, both financial capital and strategic capital. These are words that you should maybe want to look up and get the full understanding on those, so you'll know what they mean. Financial capital, strategic capital, very important. Be able to put yourself in a position to have strategic capital. That's very key. And how do you do that if you're, just common folks? It goes to part of what we were talking about before, something called the network effect. Pay attention. Okay, so we were left off. Those who do will do so in part by realizing value from applying blockchain technology in fundamentally new ways, not merely layering it on top of highly inefficient legacy markets. And this is a high-tech Ferrari engine. It's trying to smash it into the horseshoe. This is about as much sense as it makes to put this Bitcoin technology and the blockchain technology into these legacy companies. When we came on the video, I had this page open here. It's a video, it's a YouTube video from Reggie Middleton. We're going to play that here.
So yes.
So I'm going to give.
I was going to say you're giving for your time. You're the next panel,
Okay.
right?
I'm going to give it more of a statement, but I'm going to form it as a question, so it's legal. I have to give the contrarian outlook on this federated private blockchain versus public. I think everybody's missing the point. Bitcoin's true power is disintermediation. To be able to do a true peer-to-peer transaction. The low-hanging fruit, the investment capital is going up to the low-hanging fruit. Wall Street has a lot of money. You're trying to take brand new turbocharging technology from a Ferrari engine, and you're trying to retrofit it into a horseshoe. And yes, you can make that horse move a little faster, but there's a limit to it. The reason why I think the public blockchain will easily outrun all the federated private blockchains is two reasons. Number one, The zero trust attributes of Bitcoin is one of the most powerful attributes you can get. You can't get that in a private blockchain. There's no such thing as zero trust between a small group of entities. The best you could get is you want to trust them. You always have balance sheet risk, Bear Stearns, liquidity risk, Lehman Brothers. You get hacked, the Carbon Act virus, JP Morgan, Citibank, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's one. Number two, you have the network effect. So you only have, worst case scenario, 600,000 unique users of Bitcoin. Contrast that to how many unique users you have with the received product if or when it gets off the ground, or even Ethereum, and keep going down the line.
Chris, one could argue that, if Visa decides to launch a Visa coin, they could have 10 million users tomorrow. On the other hand, that will not work during the next currency crisis in Spain or Italy. It'll get shut down just like any other centralized system that reports to the regulators. So there's two different things.
Well, the trustless system has a lot of benefits in a lot of places, and obviously, we're all pretty big advocates of Bitcoin here, so no one's arguing. We're huge Bitcoin advocates. It's also just helping people understand why are these other trends occurring, why are people using this vernacular, what are the banks doing, and they don't, the benefit that Bitcoin provides from a trust perspective is not their primary concern. They're in the business of understanding who their counterparties are and underwriting them, and if you ask Goldman Sachs, they're pretty comfortable saying, I'm willing to take on those risks, and yes, there are scenarios by which that was a huge problem for them. But that's not their primary goal. I think most of the financial institutions are seeing this as a way of updating their technology in the middle of the back office, and there's billions of dollars of savings to be had. And that's only one aspect of the conversation here. And this is, and certainly Bitcoin and Bitcoin's blockchain is the trigger of all of this that is causing that sort of innovation or disruptive event to occur in those institutions. And I believe anything that is bringing people into our ecosystem, whether it be public, private, I think we all benefit from it as a whole. So I think this is a very good thing, and I encourage more of it.
And we haven't even had a chance to talk about other decentralized blockchains besides Bitcoin, from Ethereum to Dash, to things that are used for separate applications, and app coins and altcoins, which could have to be an entire other panel.
If zero proof, sort of a zero proof coin does emerge that works, that'll be interesting to discuss. And certainly, in terms of who the current use cases are, would they prefer that over Bitcoin?
Let me just, because now that you brought that up, and that's the third point. So let's assume best case scenario, banks are successful in implementing federated or private blockchain. It does work, everything works perfectly. The technology is proven. If the technology is proven, there's no use for banks. If I can deal directly with him in a financial transaction, and I don't have to know him or trust him, why would I go through the bank as a third party, pay the bank's fee, power the bank's bonus pool, go through administrative regulatory issues when I could deal directly? We've seen this story before. Think of the MP3 technology. Look at the media industry.
I think we're all in agreement with you. The question is,
Because
the question is,
says
what does the world look like 5 years from now and 50 years from now, and everything in between?
Andreas calls it the debanked, the people who actually leave the banking system instead of the
Well, you're seeing that with young people today. I mean, and new mobile sort of financial applications, of which we think, I think Bitcoin wallets are, again, the only problem is Bitcoin is not yet a good currency.
The first to leave the banking system will be the clients of the prime banking, the prime brokerage units. Those would be the small and medium-sized hedge funds, which are being left by the banks anyway because they're not profitable enough to cover the margin that's needed for regulation.
We're going to one last question from someone not on the next panel, and then we'll go to the next one.
All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Just see what's going on. This is from 2015, but not much has changed in terms of the mindset and the potential of using the decentralized, autonomous platforms to do your financial transactions, and I would venture to say all your transactions. So that's what's next. Now I want to show you something. This comes from a post from Reggie Middleton a few days ago, and this is just some of the transactions or value of the holders of Veritaseum. And I'm showing this because I want to make a point. this is the amount that was paid at the time, and I don't know if it was during the ICO or when exactly it was. That's not so much the reason why I'm showing you, but the amount paid and the amount of VERI coins are here. 135,440 coins, 75,000 coins, 71,000 coins, 59,000, and you get the idea, all right? And it's just decline in quantity, all right? But 30,000 coins. You understand? Now, where are you on this list? My subscribers and the people watching this video. Like I said in the first video about this Veritaseum Pathogenic Finance series, hey, we're talking to just the common people. We might not even have $23,000 to our name, let alone to contribute to the Veritaseum software. So don't be discouraged. Whatever you have that you can spare without fear, if something happens that you lose it, nobody wants to lose anything, but if something did happen that you would still be all right, then look into Veritaseum. I know with what I had, my situation, I got some Veritaseum coins, some VERI tokens, and just wait and put them away. Because what's going on is Mr. Reggie Middleton is doing some things with like I said, the Jamaica Stock Exchange, and that's one thing that's going on. Also, the peer-to-peer capital market swap or trades, or however you want to say, that's available too. So just get whatever you can afford to spare. Get some Veritaseum coin, VERI, V-E-R-I tokens. Wherever you are, if you get $5 worth, $100 worth, I would suggest, I got some. So don't let these big numbers fool you or frighten you. Get you something and get involved. So we're going to get back into financial and strategic capital. We want to focus on the network effect from this channel. Big or small, just because I say, common people, I'm not trying to alienate, geniuses and the wealthy. I'm just saying if you're not a genius or you're not wealthy yet, you still could participate in this program and potentially let your education and your knowledge and wealth grow. And we want to do that by the network effect. We've got a group on Facebook. I'll put down in the description box. Veritaseum exclusive. It's Veritaseum. Get it from Mike. It's like this sign says, my background sign. And this YouTube channel. Get it from Mike. And we want the network effect. If we can get, whatever amount of people from all walks of life that understand Veritaseum and want to have a base put together like a network, then I encourage you to do so. I think a lot of good things are going to come from Veritaseum, so that's what I'm planning and that's what I'm doing, and all are welcome to join in. Don't forget, Veritaseum t-shirts are available in small, medium, large, extra large, double X, and triple XL. And we will have women and children's sizes in the next couple days for that. And I'd like to thank you for watching. And remember, now's the time. Get it from Mike. Thank you.